your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you're at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating.
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. The New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Miami Dolphins. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
At their own 27-yard line.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Matt Breida, the ball carrier, brought down at the 35-yard line.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 18.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
A 7-yard
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the...
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So here come the Patriots now on offense. And they'll be led out by a late signee this year, their 31-year-old quarterback. It's Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile. That's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
Throwing again on second down. Newton, slant route, caught by Edelman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Cam Newton on the keeper. Kamu Grugier-Hill on the tackle. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and
Newton on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Devontae.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Patriots take over. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 24, Newton. That's caught by his tight end, Matt LaCosse. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Play action. It's Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is White. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Right, the ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He can run for it, and he will.
Number 1.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida, and just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Jonathan Jones on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. He'll run it. He's got a Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. 1st and goal from the 3. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll try and run it in with White, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw, it's Kaepernick. They'll set up a screen for Breida. That'll coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
And it's third down.
Again, it's Kaepernick. Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Miami.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Kaepernick to throw again. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard.
Kaepernick.
Not much there, only a yard. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
Brings up
again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Parker the intended target, and it's third down.
Covered by Jason McCourty.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Now Kaepernick again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Matt Breida. Incomplete.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the hold on special teams backs them up all the way inside the 15 to start. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And we remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First down, here's White. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They keep it on the ground. White again. Now it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On second down, a run with Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
The ball carrier.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
And it's third down.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
2 yards on the
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first down, Kaepernick eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. But it'll be second down. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Now a give to Breida. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. On first down, here's Breida. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Miami.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Tackle made at the 5.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
4 yards. It's 3rd down and goal.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Newton on first down. This is White on the screen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Newton. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Baker in on the tackle.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the Dolphins, 16.
They'll try the air now with Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's White, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now the Pats' leading rusher the past 2 seasons, it's Sony Michel. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Now Lacoste there to make the grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. If you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he gets it down to the 32. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
Brings up 2nd and
Wilson's got it complete.
23 yards.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Kaepernick. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners, who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
7.
They stay on the ground with White. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts
6 yards.
as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here comes Grant on the return. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Holding, receiving team.
We can't have that.
A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll roll him out right. Now a oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Back to throw, Kaepernick. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting.